guys and girls, welcome back to the channel. I do hope you're doing well. Mum's here. Mum is back on the channel in her Christmas pyjamas.
Yes.
It is an early morning and we're getting a little bit of filming done as we've been at Mum's for the weekend. But you guys sent quite a lot in, so I hope you're ready for this one, Mother, because there is quite a few.
All right.
And once again, Mum is not by any means trained, a therapist or anything like that. She's just someone who has a few words through her expertise of almost 65 years on this planet.
Thank you.
You're coming up to it. Right, guys, let's get in with Moments with Mumma. First one. Which is your favourite charity?
Cancer research.
And if you could set up your own, what would it be?
Cancer research and maybe Heart Foundation and mental health.
You do a big combined one?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Can Mumma G help me come to terms with both of my son's children being autistic? They are so loved.
Oh, yes, you have to love them. They're normal. The only thing with autistic, that they might be a bit strong and sometimes you might think a bit overpowering, but that I think that's just the way, because I know autistic children where we live, that's just the way of them showing their love for you. They're very loving children.
Very affectionate.
Yeah, I know a little Down syndrome girl. Well, she's not little. She's very loving.
They're very over affectionate.
Yeah. But you have to reciprocate that back, because I think if you don't, they will think, is that not right for them to do whatever they're doing to you?
They might get sensitive.
Yeah. Oh, I wish them well. Bless them.
I've been seeing lately a lot of vloggers on YouTube are being trolled badly, and some are leaving the channel because of it. It's cruel.
Well, really, whoever you are, I can't really get into this because you know my views on this with whoever they do that to my Shan. But I just think if you want that, because I do say to Shan a lot of things off camera, and she says, Mum, you just got to give them their little bits of fame. But I just think if you want to be on there, be brave enough to put your name and address, especially to my Shan, and I will come around and we will have a little chat. But obviously they don't do that. But I'm not coming off the channel.
I think it's sad when people close their channels.
Yeah.
But
you've noticed, Shan, that people's content and it has changed.
There's a lady on TikTok and she got a lot of hate and she's left her channel, and now I think she's like over 1 million followers. Everyone's like jumped and gone on to support this young girl. Like, if you can't just watch someone's content without being nasty or leaving a
bitchy,
like, why are you even watching? And this young girl, she's come off her TikTok completely. And as I say, I've seen...
Is it on all the channels then? I just thought it was on the YouTube. Is it on all channels?
No, it's on all platforms. But as I say, there's people that I've watched that stop their channels, and I just think, why? If it's something you enjoy and something you put in, you're losing your channel for a very small minority.
If that is your living, that you haven't got an income then, have you? This is your hobby, isn't it?
Yeah, this isn't my main income.
No, but what if there's people that this is their main income, and they feel, and also people that, I'm not saying they would, but say it got the better and they thought, I can't stand all this thing.
They could hurt themselves.
Did something, yeah.
I think some people just don't have the moral compass to think of it.
But you've got to be, the people who do this on these platforms, whoever owns them, they've got to be taken to account to get them people off.
I don't think you'll ever get that in this day and age.
They say they do, don't they? But I don't think they look into it.
I think in this day and age, people like to spout more negativity than positivity.
Because there are ways to trace the trolls, isn't there?
Yeah, but I just think if you're gonna shut down your platforms for a very small minority compared to the majority of people that watch, I think you're letting them win.
Because you said to me when we had a conversation last month about something, wasn't it? You said, Mum, you're not doing that because that's what the trolls want.
I just think
they want you to engage with them all the time.
I get sent my screenshots on a regular, and I just laugh at the things. There's actually one of them from the Assumption. Someone said, "What's your opinion on it?" I actually haven't even told you, so that will be a funny one to come into. And it's actually nothing to do with me for a change.
What? There's a troll come to me.
No, I done an Assumptions video.
And right.
There was a Instagram account. It was faceless, and there was no name on it, but they sent in a lot of assumptions.
What's that been horrible to me and you?
No, it was like what people assumed about me, you, Dan.
Oh, right, they have you on us.
And there was one of them, and Dan was in the background, and they say on there, what was Mum's reaction, but I'll have to tell you after this one.
Okay then.
Hey Shan, hope you're well. I moved to a new area 6 months ago, and my best friend of over 35 years wasn't as supportive as I'd hoped, but I understood.
Yeah.
I'd only moved 1.5 hours away. We talk over WhatsApp for a bit after I moved, but then she stopped replying to my messages. Today is my birthday, and I didn't even get a message or happy birthday. The last year or so that I lived nearby, I barely saw her, as every time we made plans, she'd cancel. And even the plans we had a week before I moved, she cancelled. I'm trying to be understanding, but I'm getting a bit hurt, and I guess I can only hope in time she will come round. Much love to you all. What would you say in that if you had someone that kept cancelling plans and...
But that friendship is a long time. I have a friend, and through, like Shannon with her daughter's school, we've just gone through thick and thin. And I think if I said something and she started, I feel she would cancel all the time. I would confront her and say, what is the problem? What have I done to hurt you? Or have I said something or whatever, and try and get it out? Because 35 years is a long time, isn't it? I've known my friend for 30 years, haven't I?
And you've moved an hour and a half away. I mean, your friends are like 2-3 hours, like they're away. But you still communicate via message or call.
Yeah, my friend, like over where we live, I call her. My other friend, we call. Not so much as regular as what should, but when we call, we have a good old chat. And one of my friends, she says, oh, you do make me laugh. I said, look, it's cheaper than therapy. So we have a good laugh. But I would, if you can, confront the lady and try and find out what's going on. Is she hurt that she feels you've left her? Maybe, who knows? But talk it out. It's a long time to have the friendship ruined.
And also not get a happy birthday. I think that's
lucky. I wish you well.
My love is, I've been bullied at work and my managers are dealing with it, but my moods are so low. What can I do?
Leave.
You just leave.
Yeah. Or I would confront, whether it's one person or whether it's a group of person, go to the boss, and if they're not doing it, maybe persevere if you can, stay at the job, but take it higher and higher and higher, because people can't be bullies in the workplace now.
If managers are dealing with it and managers
are not dealing with it,
there is places you can go in that. You don't even go citizens' advice.
Don't, especially if you've been to the company a long time, don't feel you're going to be bullied and pushed out. Wish you well.
Hi to you both, hope you're well. Where do I start, Mumma G? My son's ex-girlfriend that had my grandchildren with does not like me because I'm always honest and upfront with them. And now I'm not allowed to see my grandchildren because she hates me. However, the funny thing is, she takes my grandchildren round to my niece's house to see her kids. And although my niece is my side of the family, she sees them all the time. I ask my niece, why do you have her there and at parties, etc.? And they'll never answer. They'll never ask, and they'll never ask. And her and my niece are just constantly slagging me off over Facebook, putting pictures of my grandchildren up to rub my face in it. What do I do? I think it's very awkward when you have, like, ex-partners with children in families, because if it goes sour, it can go a bit belly up. I wouldn't rise into the slagging on Facebook.
No, I would, because if you do that, it could go back and the children could be sort of involved. Yeah. But I would say, if that was me personally, I would say to my niece, blood is thicker than water.
Would you not talk to your son as well?
Yeah, I would talk to my son and find out why the I'm not saying you have, but have you done something that that lady didn't like, and instead of coming to you and having a chat, has she made it fester and make out you're a bad person?
She said she don't like her because she's upfront and honest. So
that's the best way to be, lady. That's the best way to be. That's why a lot of people were trolling me and Shannon, because we're honest, but hey ho, that's us. Oh, I hope it comes out, because
just because the ex-girlfriend doesn't take them to see her, your son should take his
that's right. Have a little word
you.
with your son, but maybe your son, the ex has said something to your son and said, so, you know, if you don't, whatever, you won't see the children, obviously, because obviously your son's not with the lady.
I think people that use children as like bartering rams are
just like a weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not how it should be. And I definitely wouldn't get involved in the slagging off on Facebook.
No.
Then you're just entertaining them what they want.
That's right. Oh, I hope it gets sorted out for you.
Let's have a look. Can Mumma G be available on the NHS, please? She always manages to cheer me up. A dose of Mumma G on the NHS.
Well, I did speak to my friend once last year before Christmas, and she was a bit down. And we had such a chat, and she texted me and she said, oh, I feel so much better now. You make me laugh so much, blah, de blah. And I said to her, it's cheaper than therapy. Call me, text me. I will ring you. We'll have a chat. We speak about anything and everything. And, well, what I might do, viewer, I might start doing a podcast. Whatever that means, I don't know.
You don't even know what podcast
because
is.
I'd like to do a podcast. Shannon will laugh now, but I'd like to do with two people, right?
Oh, God.
It's a tall man. He used to be a footballer.
You want to do it with Abby and Peter?
Yeah, with Abby and Peter, because I relate to them. You know, that lady is stunning. Peter, you know, Peter, he's a fabulous football man, but that I just seem to gel to them.
You resonate as a stunning footballer.
Yeah, no, but I like the family approach, Shannon. They don't really care, and they do what they want with their children and all that, you know.
Can't say I really follow them, to be honest.
Well, I don't know how to follow people. I just look in the newspaper.
That's your following a newspaper.
But yeah, I think Abby and that man, Peter. If you're watching this, Peter.
A podcast. Would you even know how to do a podcast?
No, I wouldn't. I don't even know what it means. I think you stand in front of a camera like now and chat, don't you?
Kind of, but it's more audio, a podcast. So you would
what's that mean?
So you would just listen to it. No one would like watch you like this. So if say you was on a train, people put podcasts in their ears to and they would just listen to a story or listen to people talking.
Oh, well, how does that work then? If
you don't, because it's not a video, it would be. It's kind of like you listen to music.
What, somebody comes into you through an earpiece?
Yeah, so you'd have your headphones in. Yeah. Instead of listening to music, you'd listen to a podcast.
Oh, and they say to you, like viewers ask us.
Yeah, so it would literally be this, but you wouldn't put it up with a video. It would just be the audio.
Oh, so what if I'm on the train and I start saying, oh, my views are, people might think I'm a little bit weird.
But yeah, podcasts are...
I think they're quite popular, aren't they?
They are, and then a lot of people now use the video footage from a podcast to make it a video like this for people who want to watch it.
But you just said a podcast ain't a video.
No, but like I watch Two Guys Shits and Gigs.
Oh, yeah,
and they have videos, which is like this, but then they clip it just for the audio for Spotify. So people get best of both. It's too technical.
I don't take all this in.
Hi, Shan, Mumma G and family. I've got grown boys living with me. However, they don't contribute, don't clean up after themselves. I've tried talking, but I think because I'm their mother, they expect it. Dilemma. How would you tackle that?
Well, when I had Shan at home, she contributed a lot. Or she contributed all the time. But we had, I think with boys, it's a bit different because maybe they're thinking, oh, mums, and it all depends how old they are and how many you have.
Grown boys.
Grown boys. Oh, right. But, you know, when me and Shane was here, she would do the dinner, I'll wash up. She would do things on. But as I said, it's a bit different with boys and they're grown boys. I think with boys, sometimes they think maybe sort of, I'm not saying all boys, but mum is there for us. Like I used to be there for Shannon. And some people would say, but I'm her mum.
But do you think boys should be different because, in essence,
I
they
think
should try
really-
and be the man of the house?
Yeah, and also if the lady hasn't got a husband, I think the boys should be there. But if they're not doing things or whatever, but still contribute towards the house a little if they may, if they can.
Even just take it, like, I think a thing for me I noticed with boys growing up, they would leave their rooms in tips and expect their mum to take the plates down, take the cups down.
Yeah, yeah.
No, if you get a cup out, you go and take the cup to the dishwasher or the thing or whatever. I would just say be firm.
Yeah, yeah, but
So
be firm, but still have the mother head on. But don't try and let them sort of give you nice words so that you don't get no housekeeping or whatever, you know.
Oh yeah, I have to support and pay well.
But at the end of the day, you're still their mum and they're your sons, you know. 50-50.
For once, no help needed, just sending lots of love and hugs. That's cool. Hi, beautiful ladies and Dan. Dan's actually in the kitchen having a coffee at the minute. Mumma G, I don't have questions, but I just wanted to ask, how is your health and have the neighbours been behaving? Because I wouldn't want an angry Irish woman going over. Loads of love.
Yeah, they've gone very quiet, so we don't know. It's not summer yet. My health's all right. I actually got the letter from my doctor. I've got to go down because from what I can gather, the thing that I had done, because it's a more invasive thing of your heart, something about it's a little bit enlarged. So I've got to go down and have another test. But apart from that, I feel all right. Thank you for your concerns.
I mean, currently, the amount of council tax Mum pays and they've left all the rubbish out this week.
That's God, yeah, because the wagon couldn't get down. So the foxes have come, and hopefully tomorrow, though, we just have to give them the benefit of the doubt once, you know, because there are people where we live. I can guarantee a certain person will be on that blower tomorrow.
Yeah.
If it's still there, you know.
I think it's just unsanitary.
Yeah, but you got to just let them shine once time, and it's not a regular thing.
But I'm sure when they collect it, they won't be sweeping up all the stuff.
Oh no, there's some bags there, viewers, that are ripped open.
Hi, Shan and Mumma G. Hugs all the way from Australia. Hello, my lovely.
Oh.
So it says, what is Mumma G's response to the assumption video that her and Dan don't get along? So one of the comments that come in was that you and Dan don't get along and it's all fake. Dan had a very short, blunt answer for this one.
Well, I'm probably going to jog on. Also, this has come from a lady in Australia.
This is a lady, her lady and her husband who used to send us the Australian snaps.
Oh, right.
She's asking, what was your response? So in the assumption video, someone sent in that you and Dan actually don't get along and that it's all fake.
Oh, right.
So Dan had his reaction to it and she's asking, what is your response to it?
I'd say get a life. We're getting all right. I refer to him in conversation, excuse me, viewers. I refer to him in conversation to my friends of always my son-in-law.
And Daniel's son.
And Daniel's son, yeah, when he's good to me, which he is all the time. But I refer to him as my son-in-law. We get on fine. And whoever that assumption is, as I say...
We didn't know, we thought that was...
Come to my property and we'll have a chat, you know, and I will tell you what our situation is with me and Dan.
We was talking, Dan was talking about it, and I said, if you did not like him when I was in Jamaica, he wouldn't have moved in here.
It wasn't Jamaica, Jan, was it?
Yeah, it was when I was in Jamaica.
Oh, well, what, for them when he was here with me and him on his own?
Yeah, and I said, if you didn't like him, there's no way you'd have a man in the house. You'd be like, no, you can wait till Shan comes back.
Because when we chatted, something was said, and I said, yes, that's fine. I said, when Shan comes back, but I didn't think Shan didn't know that he was there when you come back, was it?
No.
So I said, yeah, that's fine if it's all right with you and Shan, blah, blah, blah. And then he came in, and yes, but
yeah, people think it was all fake and that you actually don't get on. I was like, I don't think we're in either household, here or whatever.
Before Shannon was here, viewers, me and Dan, he'd come in, we had a chat, and I said to Dan, right, I lay my cards on the table. Me and Dan had a good chat, and there was things said, and he knows my thing, I know his thing, we get on fine. But I would say if there's a problem or if I said something out of order, he would say to Shan maybe, oh Shan, Mum said this to me.
I know, he would just deal with it directly. Like,
he would say to me, Gold, I don't think.
Yeah, like I think you would say directly to him.
Yeah, yeah. Oh well, that's all right. That keeps us on an even keel. Whoever you are thinking
that was quite funny.
I think it's bullshit. Oh, sorry, Shannon.
There's your answer, Kim.
Yeah, Shannon will have to cut that out.
How is Mumma?
Hello, the Australian lady.
How is Mumma G spending her time since Shannon moved into her own house, and does she enjoy the time on her own?
She's
out with her friends.
I'm out with my friends.
Don't have any parcels to take in.
No parcels. Lunch, but I have been getting my backside in gear, viewers, and when I want to clean, I blitz, right? But I've got to be in the mood. So the other week I did the kitchen, bathroom, toilet. I just got to do a few little tweaks. And this week I've got to go into the living room because I've just been chucking because someone's moaning, saying to Shannon, your house is lovely, but Mum's room, hey ho, that's my house, you know. I just chuck it in. But I said to Shannon, I'm going to go in this week and start...
it's just reorganising because we've moved everything over.
Yeah, but it's just bags and bags.
It's all decorated.
Yeah. And
it's just spare stuff, so once that's gone...
And I like going out with my friend. We hook up about once a month. I have another friend I'm seeing her, excuse me, Bruce, this week and catch up with her and her family. Yeah, it's all right. Sometimes because now, next month, it's going to be 3 months, I normally start getting a bit jittery from about the 10th or the 5th of April up to July. That's my 3 months coming up to my mum's anniversary and her birthday, and I normally get a little bit. So if I'm out and somebody, all depends what head's on, he looks and I might be, what you looking at? Because I find in that period of time, which last year we had an episode with the neighbour, that was the period of time when he was rude to me and I had to respond. You know? Can't have that when it's my mum's anniversary coming up and her birthday. So
for the next 3 months, Mum will be a recluse.
Yeah, no, I'll be going out. But the nearer the time is the more sort of the mental health kicks in, like, you know. But I enjoy myself. As I say, today is the first time I've seen Shan for 2 weeks.
Well, I've been poorly. I didn't want to come down.
But I do see her sometime on the baby cam.
And the doorbell.
And, oh yeah, when I get frightened out of my life when I'm coming in from the shops. Where have you been? But I must admit, viewers, I've started getting into a routine with my shopping. And my shopping bill was really good. So when I do get the state pension, I think I will be okay. Yeah. But as I say, I do miss not seeing Shan in the flesh, but...
Right, one of my lovely says, I'm going to be 30 and I'm worried as I'm not where I should be in my life. I'm not confident when it comes to men and think I'm not good enough. I have my eye on someone at the moment. How do I approach him and get a conversation going? However, I'm also taking myself off to the cinema and exhibitions to keep busy and not overthinking things to get my confidence up at being out and about town. I love that solo adventure life. I love you're doing that for yourself.
Yeah. I think you're not old 30 because my little Lulu there, she'll be 30. But everybody is different. With that person that you think you want to sort of get to know, is he in the workplace? Is he a friend? Maybe you can, if you talk as friends, just sort of say one day, oh, well, I'm going to maybe the cinema. Would you like to come, or what you up to? If he blanks you, then you know it's not going to go nowhere probably. But if he says, oh yeah, that will be fine, little baby steps, and see how you get on. Yeah.
Grab a coffee, grab a...
But you're not alone. You're not alone.
I love that you go to exhibitions and that.
Yeah, me and Shan like things like that.
And I think everyone, when they say they're in a single phase, a lot of people seem to like retract. Whereas if you can have the confidence to go out and do things, I think why not?
I was just thinking because I mean, I didn't know Shan till late, but I was just thinking what was I doing at 30, and I was just working and saving all my money because we was living in the trailer. That's right, a trailer.
Oh, on site, weren't it?
Yes, because somebody out there says to Shannon, we know Mum's of gypsy heritage because the way she speaks and acts. So yes, I used to live in a trader and we used to put it on a low loader and go to our next job. But hey ho,
I think that's also part and parcel with the construction industry back in the 80s and 90s.
It was a lovely way of saving money, viewers. It's not till you get into somewhere where it's bricks, you realise, oh my God, how much? But yeah, before Shannon come along, I was a wealthy woman.
Far from it now.
No, that's all right.
Advice on how to get motivated to start dating again. I've been let down so many times, I just can't be bothered with it anymore.
Well, you're asking the wrong person because I'm old. But you got to be confident in yourself. Do you want to date? Or are you happy with your circle of friends if there's men in there? And also, if you're dating, sometimes people get a little bit too... They go on a couple of dates with you and they think, oh, they can get their feet under the table. But if you're, like with me, people say to me, I mean, I'm 65, I don't want to date. Oh, would you? And I'll say, no. I would rather have a nice bit of fish and chips or pie and mash because I come and go in my own house and I don't want nobody saying, I called you, where was you? I texted you, I was out. I'm a free bird.
You get that from me when your phone was on the blink.
I've had a bit... No, but it's all sorted now because
I messaged Mum one night this week, guys, and she didn't reply. And then I saw the next morning, I messaged her again, she still didn't reply. I saw her on the Ring doorbell, she's out and about, and I'm like, what's on a minute? So I then saw her come back and I called her, managed to get through, and I was like, why are you not answering me? Her phone had been on the blink.
Yeah. I went to see about my contract, and for some reason the young man took the battery out and the SIM, and when he put it back, I put it on at night, and hey, what? I didn't get none of Shannon's dad's shopping, and I had to go back to the shop, and he said, oh, yes. And then the kind man done it. Of course, I was back up and running, and then went Shane, and I had to text Dad and said, where's the shopping? I gave it to you last night. I said, my phone's been on the blink. And lo and behold, there was all these diddly-dee,
yeah,
and all these messages coming through, and I'm like, whoa. But we're back on track now, but I've got to get a new one, viewer, because 3 months' time, my little old-fashioned one, evidently we're going on to 5G, whatever that is. So that's 5 gremlins are going to get into my phone. I've picked one out at the local shop, the same as mine, but it's got a white lid. It's a flip thing, similar to the little Motorola that I had. So £50. So I said to the man, I didn't really want to pay that much. So he's like, well, that's the cheapest. I said, oh, no. He said because Shannon said, Mum, I'll get you an iPhone. And I said, no, I don't want all that business, because I said, what? If you call, what do I do? And she said, oh, Mum,
you just swipe.
Hello? I said, but what when you finish? You finished. But I don't want all that.
I would just say, well, Mum's advice to start dating. Mum's too old for it.
Yeah.
I'd say just try and find someone if you have interest, but it always happens if you don't go looking for it.
That's
I think
right.
If you put pressure on yourself, that's where you might get a bit bogged down with it. And then the last one was, hi Shannon, sweetheart, and a wonderful Mumma G. No question, but just wanted to say you're an amazing mama. Bless you and lots of love. That's lovely.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'll try and do my best.
And my love
Even though she's not here, I still get little bits up. She come back the other week and I said, oh, Shan, there's a couple of little bags there for you. Oh, thank you, Mum. Thank you.
Things the icers and the oven liners.
For the kitchen, the icer. I saw a thing, there was like a little net thing you can put some chips in and it gets all the fat. Little liners if her and Dan have bacon to put under the grill. I managed to get another because I got an oven liner, but I forgot Shannon's got a big double oven. And I was going into Home Bargains every week where we live. No, we haven't got them. I said, oh, okay. And I said to this young girl, have you got any oven liners? I said, I can't see them. Yes, she said there. And I had my glasses on my head. So I've got Shannon another one, so she's got one for both ovens now. But yeah, I do pick bits up that I think she have. Washing pods, I've got a result on them in our local shop. So instead of one bag, I've got 2. And then I got a big thing of comfort for her for the brand of the pod she has. So, yeah, I'm always on the lookout, but I think she's all right at the minute. I just said to her, do you want any toilet tissue? She said, no, Mum.
I've just done the order.
I've just got a big order, so I said, oh, okay then.
And then I call Mum and I'm like, I'm in my local shop at Tan.
Yeah.
There's a coat down in the sale. Do you want that? Yes, pick that up.
One thing I've got you saying, viewer, that I've got in my Shan, I need some tins for the top of my oven.
Oh, okay.
Covers.
Right.
If Shannon sees them online, because I went to the range, they've stopped doing them now.
Oh.
Yeah, they've stopped doing them. And also, Shan got me a bath set.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the bath mat. So when I blitz that and put the little baskets in, because I'm chucking the racks out, I will get the new thing there. Yeah. If Shan sees something she thinks I like, she'll give me a bell. Or if I see anything, I don't naturally text Shan or call her. I just get it.
Oh, I found £8. Your hob covers.
No! Shannon, that's doubled in price.
It's only £2 a hob cover, Mother.
No, but they used to be £5 in range.
Well, look, inflation.
What's it, just the silver ones?
Yeah.
Oh, well, mate.
What a detour this has taken, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, that is the end of Moments with Mumma G. You've had a lot this month, Mother.
Oh, I want to do a meet and greet, which you want to, viewers, don't you?
Aye.
Yeah.
That is something we need to look into.
Yeah,
it's a lot more easier said than done.
Well, we just have to say a location and just meet up, eh?
You can pay £18 and have hob covers with cats on.
Oh, that's a big jump.
Guys,
right.
If you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe down below. And as I say, if you want to get involved in these types of videos, look out on my Instagram or sign up to my email down below.
But viewers, please be nice to me, because I'm going to get a badge next time. And I'm going to wear it and I'm going to put, I'm a troll. No, not a troll. I'm being trolled.
Oh, goodness gracious.
But we'll have a good laugh.
Aye. Guys, take care. Stay safe as always. And I'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.